Hello and welcome to Monte Carlo 1. This one's going to be a skips algorithm. As you can see here, I've called out my variables. So the K variable is going to represent the number of skips. Lambda is going to represent the arrival rate of customers. P is going to represent the probability of skip returns. N is the number of days simulated. X is the optimal amount of skips that are out. C is cost. R is revenue. Y will be the customer return that day distribution, and then R will be the distribution for the customer kept skip that day. So next we'll move down to the for loop. So amount of skips at 0. You're going to have 1,000 iterations represented by 1,000 days. In this for loop, inside of this for loop contains a J inside of the end loop. We have the Poisson distribution of lambda, which is the customer arrival rate, which is identified by Y, and then your binomial random distribution of X with 1 minus the probability of 0.2, represented by R. R also is represented by your revenue of your I iterations. Your optimal skips is found by the minimum of the Y plus R for I iterations. You'll then find profit by subtracting cost from revenue. That ends the for loop. And then you'll go down to the PK of I variable is represented by the profit and optimal number of skips rendered out, and that ends the outside for loop. Down here you have max profit, which is represented by the maximum of PK, and then the MATLAB will display the max profit and the optimal skips, and it'll be plotted in a graph. So here's the code in MATLAB. As I mentioned, N is your number of iterations. You have 1,000 days. Your arrival rate per day of customers is 4. K is the number of skips you're testing. So for this one, I'll test with 70 skips out. Your probability of the skip being returned is 20%. So it's represented by P equals 0.2. Your cost per day is 54 cents a day, and your revenue is $4 a day. And like I said, the skips is initialized at 0. Here's your for loop with the Poisson and binomial random distributions. So yeah, I'm going to run the code and I'll show you what result we get. So here we have our max profit and our optimal amount of skips. As you can see displayed on the plot, the maximum is at 37, which is identified by this point right here. Okay, this has been Monte Carlo 1 algorithm skips. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a great day.